Hey, I'll get to you in just a second, but check out this weird Swampert I found.
Finally, after months of planning and testing, I have perfected this new technique. But, I left it at my mom's house.
You have nothing, don't you?
Yeah, I brought nothing. All I have on me is peanut butter. Listen here, you filthy casual. I am more intellectual than anything you have ever come across in your entire lifespan. Don't question it any further before I melt your brains out with my mind-boggling stupidity.
Boy, Swampert, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
Santa doesn't exist, and neither do you. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna subtly force my way into this review, since I don't think you look capable of doing it alone.
Well, I have plenty of games. Which one do you want to play? We have, this one.
We're doing Sonic Unleashed, and don't ask me why.
So you'd better have it.
Wii or 360?
What do you think?
The piggy bank.
Well, the 360 version is technically the more complete version, so let's dive into the real deal.
Okay, let's go.
The story opens up with an actually impressively animated segment featuring...
Whoa! Can you believe that the people who did this are doing this?
Can you not? Featuring Eggman planning some sort of, let's turn Antarctica into a nuclear reactor with roller coasters and send in my entire armada to take over the planet. Again. But of course, Sonic catches wind of his plans and starts destroying literally everything, along with all of Eggman's hopes and dreams to ever become a successful businessman. Psych! Eggman actually managed to trick Sonic.
I'll turn over a new leaf, I swear! Just give me a chance!
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys.
And sucks the power out of the Chaos Emeralds to summon Dark Gaia, whose presence ultimately transforms Sonic into a werewolf. Werehog? I don't know. This results in the planet cracking into 7 floating pieces. What?
You've really gone and done it this time, Eggman.
Can we just take a moment to realize that Jason Griffith recorded this entire game with strep throat, and he had to record lines like,
Which gives Eggman the golden opportunity to send Sonic to what would be an untimely death before we are subjected to a sudden green bubble. We are then introduced to Chip. His name is actually like Gaia, but don't worry about that yet because he has amnesia. So Sonic promises to help him uncloud his past memories and give him a Snacker 300 along the way before going through reverse puberty.
Huh? What? That was amazing.
Chip over here has a fascination for food and food accessories. Especially the
Chocolate.
In fact, he thinks his name is yummy.
Chip, I love it. Yum.
But yeah, after talking to a few NPCs who have no clue who this guy is, we head for our first stage. Afterwards, it becomes nighttime and Sonic experiences puberty again.
Whoa, Mr. Monster Guy is back.
Afterwards, Dan Green, the ice cream man, cries over the planet being split apart. As for how he knows this, I have no clue. Maybe Navi told him, which then results in Sonic becoming Stretch Armstrong.
It could be useful.
Eventually, Senor Werehog runs into Tails, Amy, and Professor Sam.
Are we really gonna go over the whole story? Okay, no. Let me just sum it up like this. Beat up a whole
Pack of robots.
put the Earth back together, get Chip's memory back, figure out how Sonic's voice got deeper in the game after this, and get Tails to the doctor for his sore throat. Now for the gameplay. Like Generations, there are 2 gameplay styles. But in this game's case, it's day and night stages. The day stages are where the speed is. To this day, no other Sonic game has ever been this fast. I've actually gotten sick playing this when I was younger. Now, obviously this game no longer has any effect on me, so I can go woo! But as for how the daytime stages play, go see my Generations review and go to the part with Modern Sonic. But there are a few differences between the two games. For example, Sonic's ground movement seems a bit more tighter and less tanky compared to Generations. Also, his drifting animation looks much cooler. But most of all, we have Jason Griffith.
Beautiful!
The stages themselves have fun level design, which actually have this strange effect where it seems like the levels get better every time you play them. The levels do require a ton of memorization, and this game will rip you several new ones if you just hold down the boost button. Unlike Forces, this game does not hold your hand, and it will slap you into a wall of spikes if you just hold X. Prepare to see a ton of E ranks if you're a beginner.
With the daytime stages, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect from a Sonic game, save for a couple newer revamped features here and there, like the previously mentioned Drift, Stomp, Lightspeed, Dash, etc. It's a pretty safe bet that the developers were trying really hard to make the daytime stages really shine, especially after coming back from that travesty which was Sonic Next Gen.
But when the sun goes down, the moon goes up, and when that happens, you become a furry. Enter the Werehog.
Allow me to truly express how I felt about the Werehog stages when I first played them.
Oh my god, beating up these enemies is so fun, I want more combat!
And now, allow me to truly express how I currently feel about these stages.
Yes!
In a nutshell, the nighttime stages are a 3D beat-em-up in the same vein as the Devil May Cry or Bayonetta series, where you destroy everything in your path and feel awesome doing it. In this game, you solve all your problems by slashing, punching, guarding, and grabbing whatever obstacle comes in your path. I mean, you could just run or jump around those problems, but this game doesn't let you do that. This is war! But if you want to solve all your problems more efficiently, you can do that by
Unleashing.
The level design follows a similar pattern throughout most of the game, splitting levels into fighting and platforming sections, along with a few secret areas sprinkled around here and
I
there.
don't know, it kinda goes on for too long if you ask me.
Well, if you think that the levels are too long, what are you, casual?
I'm no casual! I mean, I don't know how to wave dash in Melee, but...
This video isn't about Smash. Now back to me. The game oddly rewards players for exploring the levels with various power-ups and collectibles. Keeping in theme with a more methodical style of play, after every level you get the chance to make Sonic stronger through a level-up system, which lets him learn new attacks, which in turn makes the combat more complex. And trust me, you will need to learn to take full control of your inputs if you want to get through the nighttime stages without much of a hassle.
I acknowledge that the combat system is much more complex than what's originally presented to the player, but I feel like these segments go on for way too long and happen way too often. Need I bring up the battle music?
Oh no, you don't. And I get it, it's definitely the least enjoyable part about these stages for sure. Boy, if you don't stop that right now, I will ice punch you into a wall and leave you frozen for eternity! As we continue our tour through the Louvre, you will see our brand new display from Sega 2008. The foliage and other small details have aged quite well for its time, despite being created in the early days of the Xbox 360's lifespan. The levels and hub worlds are painted with an excellent coat of not quite realism, but almost there. But as we all know, even the finest of wines and cheeses may not age very well. Some of the human models haven't exactly stood the test of time, and the in-game cutscenes are noticeably laggy. But the intro and ending cutscenes? Beautimous.
I believe this game is decent for the most part. I vastly prefer the daytime stages over the nighttime stages, but I also enjoy playing those as well, especially when I've had a tough day and need to punch something. It's still a very solid Sonic title. The tone of the story feels like a Saturday morning cartoon and I love it so much. It fits the tone of the series perfectly. What are your thoughts, Swampert?
This is by far my favorite Sonic game as a whole. I actually prefer the nighttime stages over the daytime ones, but not by a whole lot. I don't think it's just a solid title, but a legitimately good one. I enjoyed the game from beginning to end, and while I can see why some people may not like the ideas presented on paper, it's definitely at least worth trying.
Hey, welcome back to the end card. And welcome back to college. Stayed up till 3 o'clock in the dang morning just to edit this. I am recording this at 6 in the morning. Don't worry, I got sleep from then till now. Not much, but I got sleep. So don't worry, I'll probably pass out the moment this goes up. Anyways, this concludes what I like to call the Sonic the Hedgehog Marathon and press start. We are going to be doing a different series next time. As for what that is, you will find out for yourself. Till then, eat your school, don't do grass,